Well, I probably shouldn't start this one with the peace greeting, even though I don't mean hostility, but I'm sure that a peace greeting would not be even taken appropriately in this case. So here's the deal. Look, I recorded, I said 24 hours, and my interlocutor posted within hours 3 links. I'm going to respond to those 3 links. I'm not blocking you because you at least tried. I don't think you actually showed evidence that I'm anti-black, but you did try. So I'm not blocking you just to be on the safe side again. However, these really shouldn't count, and they don't. The first one you said was a link to me saying or claiming that they want us to be incels. I don't believe that it's only light-skinned men. I believe that actually Western women tend to want non-select men to be incels. But I said that this is a suspicion, a theory of mine. But that doesn't show that I'm anti-black. That doesn't count if you're trying to prove that I'm anti-black. Next, you said, here's one where you said that black boys, when they're young, will target light-skinned boys. Well, I didn't even say that everybody would do that. But yeah, it does happen. I mean, hell, I had guys tell me that they did it in college. I mean, they were in college and they told me that they used to do it when they were younger. We were in college. But, I mean, we were in college. We were just meeting. We were cool. But they were saying, yeah, when I was younger, I used to target cats look like you. I was like, but damn, dude. I mean, don't you think that would be kind of dangerous? I never met a guy of my phenotype that used to target darker men. But these men that used to do the targeting, they weren't the majority either. They did it. And again, like I've said, the hyper-availability of the bad option is a real phenomenon in any case. So, I mean, bad people tend to hurt more than one innocent party. Good people may benefit a few, because they can only benefit a few. Anyway, that wasn't anti-blackness talking. That's just, what I had not only seen with my own 2 eyes and lived through and knuckled up on and answered to, but had even been told by some folks that they did this. I can only remember one specific guy telling me this from college. No, I'm not going to name him either. But I remember that more than one said they used to do it. It's just I only remember who he is because he's the only one that I saw again and again and again. Anyway, no biggie. We were college folks just talking about the dumb stuff people did when they were younger. Next thing that happened. You said in the 3rd link that I was talking about the pookies, even though most black men aren't like that. I said that most black people aren't pookies. I said that. Now, I tend to use the term idness anyway, but I said in that video. Now, if you believe from these videos that I'm anti-black, it means that you didn't listen to the whole videos and concentrate. And I can understand because videos, they can be long. And if you have a real life, you're going to get interrupted and distracted. It happens to me. I have to record these things sometimes 4 times because at some point, somebody's going to walk up and call me by my real name. I can't have that. I get phone calls that interrupt, all kinds of stuff. So I get it. I get it if you don't focus on the whole thing. But if you're not focusing on the whole thing, you can't jump to conclusions like this either. And this is actually something that I've had to tell specifically sisters to stop doing. This is something I've had to tell only two categories in adulthood to stop doing. Number 1, sisters. Number 2, men that unconditionally support them. And you said you're against the gynocracy and the matriarchy. So I don't know, man. Maybe you really heard one thing that triggered you and you didn't get the rest of it. Whatever the case is, I'm not blocking you, but I'm not going to bring you up again unless you bring me up or in response to anything you may say or ask me. So in other words, I'm done with this as long as you're done. But I'm not going to stop speaking on black issues. The next one I'm going to talk about, if it's not colorism, is probably going to be game theory. Another subject altogether. I'm with Man of Tomorrow when it comes to game. I'm with Green Gorilla when it comes to weaponizing the knowledge of how things work in order to survive. But when it comes to forming couples, I'm with Man of Tomorrow. If she needs game, drop her. Straight up. I'm with him on that. Because these chicks is game goofy. Just like Edward Anderson said. You got to have some mystical thing called game, which implies deception. And what do they have to have? You know, and in other cultures, if you got to have game to get them, they got to have game to keep you, and this is understood. I know I'm living in another culture, and this is, if you got to have game to get her, which is nothing compared to the game and deception that is demanded in the West. Knowing it's a deception, they got to have game to keep you. But in the West, they're taught to tell you they don't need you and not how to keep you. They're taught to push you away. So much so that you need even more game to stop them from doing that. And in the end, there's no game strong enough. No game can compete with money, and we've seen even money can't compete because they can strip you of that in court. Not by working, but by doing no work and staying with you for long enough. They can strip you of it in court. I mean, in Canada, we already heard of that court case, and we already see what Nicole Young's trying to do to Dre. Anything she can do to leave him and take the money. Not just to divorce him, but to also divorce him from his money. I mean, fit the guck out of here with that mess. So, I may do something on that, but then again, I think I just explained it, so probably don't have to. Anyway, to the audience, thanks for listening. Appreciate that. Black heart, black mind, black out. And black, heterosexual, non-select, even mixed male power just because they don't like it.